Achilles Kids is a running, walking, rolling program for children with all kinds of disabilities, where they could be active with their families in a safe, contained environment. Participating in the Achilles Kids running program has had numerous significant benefits for the children and for their families. Several have lost a significant amount of weight, but they've also seen so many benefits that are really intangible to their confidence, to their self-esteem, to how they view themselves, particularly to how they view themselves in relation to people who are typically developing.
One of the prime benefits of Achilles is social. It was really great to see that the kids rooted for each other, and it fired up this competitive spirit in them and in their parents, which, that was amazing. The parents are so used to being told, this is what's wrong with your kid, this is what they did wrong today, they put this in the wrong place, they did this wrong. And to see them sort of come alive, that's been really gratifying for us to see that they're engaging with their peers, and then they're engaging with their typically developing peers. We're doing mainstream races, they're towing the same starting line as other kids, and they're really holding their own.
Achilles program done so much for Adam. He's just become much more open. He's so much more social. He's worked through a lot of his issues, not completely, but it's just helped in everything. He's more confident. He enjoys being with the other kids, with the volunteers who are all wonderful. It's social time, which is really important. He doesn't get that from anything else.
And one thing that we have seen through running is that it really taps into a potential that the children have that is really not realized in other parts of their lives. They're able to be outside. That's been a huge, we had no idea how important that would be. Able to be with their friends. They're able to socialize with people on the spectrum, but also with all kinds of disabilities. So it broadens the number of experiences they have and the types of people that they come into contact with. And we've also just seen them enjoy themselves, smile in a way that's often really challenging for kids. We've seen things like repetitive behaviors ease as they're running. Any type of self-injurious behavior. We have lots of kids who hit themselves or pull out their hair, and that's something that they're really able to go away from and have this sort of relaxation as they run. It's a way of sort of cleaning out their system, and it's a way of really connecting with their families. It was one thing that we've seen that we didn't quite expect. Just a way to get outside and to embrace this power that they didn't even know that they've had. And we've had so many kids go from not being able to even run 1 mile to running half and full marathons. Many parents have commented to us on how, after a day of running, the kids are so much better behaved throughout the day because it's such a positive outlet for their energy.
Tyler was not the easiest child. He's on the autism spectrum, and he had challenging behaviors. The progress over the years has been remarkable. I see a self-regulation. There are times when Tyler wants to run, then there are times when Tyler really needs to run. And those are the times that nowadays he's figuring out for himself. The more that his training kicks in, the more he self-regulates. I didn't ever think that we would get to the point where he would kind of take control of that area of like scheduling and knowing internally, listen, I need to run. And what's fascinating about it is it's turned him into this total healthy lifestyle, because he knows that he feels good when he runs. He has a concept of health and nutrition the way that he doesn't even have a concept of doing an everyday life skill.
I know for a lot of us with special needs kids, you're looking for that thing to spark them.
that they can really have pride in and own, and running is now his thing. They're running with other kids that get it, but then they're participating in races where they're amongst everybody. And I think that's what we look for a lot, is for our kids to be able to find their own way. And this is a way that he can just feel like he's just like everybody else.